How to be self-confident as a coach. Do you sometimes wish to be more self-confident, more self-assured about your work, about how you show up with a client, and maybe also how you show up on social media in front of your family, your friends? You don't have to be a coach to be more self-confident. Self-confidence is not just ringing at your door and waits for you. It's something that you choose. What would be different in your life if you would be more self-confident? What things in your life would increase positively? What exactly would change in your life? Be specific. Pause and write it down, because this is preparing your brain to guide you there. If you want to be more self-confident, this is simply something that you have to learn. People are not born with a lot of self-confidence. What simply happened was experience, life, beliefs, values, and surroundings developed that changed the way you think about yourself. You have two options. Option number one, repeat a new pattern, or have one situation, one experience with a big emotion that will change your behavior forever. Let's have a look at option number one first. You would need to know to recognize the situations or maybe the people that you are with that affect your self-esteem. How do you actually feel without self-confidence? How do you know that you don't have self-confidence in that moment? How do you stand, sit? How do you breathe in that particular situation with these particular people around you? And how does your voice sound? Step number two, become aware of your feelings and your beliefs and also your thoughts. How can you become aware? Simply just by repetition. The more you try to notice, the more you will be aware of them. Step number three, challenge your negative thinking. Challenge the way you negatively think about situations, maybe even negatively think about your whole life. This is my coffee cup. Is it half full or is it half empty? It's your decision. So by challenging your negative thoughts, you simply take the other option. When your glass was half empty for your whole life, it could be half full from now on. Number four, adjust your beliefs and your thinking to the new role that you're literally stepping in, the new self-confident role. How would you stand? How would you breathe? How would you talk? How would your voice sound like? What would you say? What kind of words would you use to express yourself? With what kind of people would you spend your time with? What can you hear? What can you see? What can you feel? It's your life and it's your brain. Use it in a way that it helps you. Number five, spot situations that were triggering you before. Step number six, take a step back. Physically take a step back out of this situation. Because what happens when you step back physically is you step into a new area, and new is different. So whenever you change something, something will just naturally change. And the final step, accept these thoughts and feelings. Accept them. Allow the feeling and thoughts to arrive like clouds and to leave like clouds. And as soon as you get the feeling of a lack of self-esteem or self-confidence, simply welcome that feeling. Appreciate that it's there because it guides you, and that's the mastery. Because when you can accept your thoughts and your feelings, you will then understand that you are not your feelings and you're not your thoughts. These are just behaviors that are shown by your unconscious mind, your subconscious mind, in order to help you, to guide you. Because these behaviors helped you for a very long time. Now's the time for you to change, because change is easy. Follow these 7 steps. You have the repetition, follow the 7 steps, and you have one intense emotional experience. And you can get that when you just expose yourself to a new situation. Just expose yourself to a new situation. Act the way you would act if you would be self-confident. Show up as that person. How would that person talk? What words would that person use? That self-confident version of you. What people would that person surround her or or himself with? How would that person breathe? What would that person wear? There are so many details that you can pay attention to. And I want you to experience that option. One intense emotional experience. Because when you dress up, show up as that self-confident version of you, just tomorrow, just do it for one day. Because as I said, one emotional experience is enough in order for you to learn something new. When you've done that, you will have created a juicier, more attractive alternative for you compared to the old behavior, the lack of self-esteem that you are carrying around with you for a very long time. These are the two options you have. And now it's your decision. It's totally up to you. Enjoy. Try this out, and I see you soon.